Thank you, thank you. Well done, man. Well done.
Well done, mate.
So the 919 Hybrid Evo is an ultra qualifying version of our ultra successful 919 Hybrid we won or had success at Le Mans with. The car is now lighter, or as light as we could make it. The aero has been developed, so it's an active aero concept, so a la Formula 1 with the DRS front and rear. A lot more downforce, but then when the DRS is on, a lot less drag. The engine or the powertrain is fundamentally the same, but we've deregulated it. So we've got a lot more power from the internal combustion engine because fuel flow rate's no longer regulated and fuel per lap's no longer regulated. So there's a bump of around 200 horsepower, which is quite nice. And as a result, with the energy recovery, particularly from the AER or the exhaust gas, we also managed to recover significantly more energy. Braking zones, or the speeds in which we start braking are much higher. So also in the E-modes on the front, we're generating a lot of energy. We're just shy of 1200 horsepower when we're at full boost, so it's a very nice number. I mean, from the internal combustion engine, there was a lot of scope to go more, but I mean, it was beyond the scope of the project to change the powertrain itself. So I mean, with an optimized fuel and maybe new pistons, that number could have been quite larger. But yeah, we had to also limit ourselves in certain areas to be realistic, and also pay homage to the 919 hybrid concept that we raced at Le Mans. And a dream for the whole team. It's a really nice way to sign the project off. I mean, ultimately, it's not unlimited because we start from our Le Mans our car last year, so it's been fundamentally optimized for Le Mans. So for this project or for this exercise, it comes with some small limitations, but then to at least demonstrate the potential of that concept last year is a wonderful opportunity for not only myself but for the team. I mean, anything that improves vehicle performance or reduces lap time, we're definitely in favor of. So personally, I think this exercise and also the exercise of the last 3 to 4 years at Le Mans demonstrates that quite well. If you're improving the powertrain efficiency, then that doesn't necessarily mean it has to improve performance, but improve fuel efficiency, reduce emissions. I mean, there's lots of gains there, for sure. I feel great today. I mean, we came here with a mission, see how fast we could make a 919 Hybrid Evo, and we showed today that with all the tricks that we brought here, we can make it quicker than a Formula 1 car. Well, compared to yesterday evening, there was not so much change in the car. The track conditions, particularly ambient temperatures and track temperatures, suit the car much better this morning, and also the tyres. And we're able to learn from what we did yesterday, also with Neel, and put it all together this morning to go so quick. For the tyres were designed for a cool ambient and cool track temperature, so that's what we saw this morning. And also the engine and aerodynamics, they also like a little bit of humidity, a bit of air density, and the cooler temperatures as a result. So we had a bit more engine power in the straight and a little bit more downforce as a result. So putting that all together, it really suited the car. Neel's a sensational driver, and the performance this morning was absolutely outstanding. I mean, the car is over 10 seconds quicker than what it was here in qualifying last year. And I mean, the car was not really designed for this purpose. We've done our homework, and Neel's done his homework. We built up to it slowly over the last 2 days, but this morning, as he's done many, many times with us, it was an outstanding performance. I think this aspect of teamwork is what really defined the success at Porsche team, and we're just building on that here this weekend and try and optimize everything we can to achieve our targets. Our drivers, our engineers, our mechanics.
The difference between the normal 919, how we drove it here last year or how we got pole position, and now it's huge, it's immense, it's beyond imagination actually, because we're going 10 seconds, 11 seconds quicker, even quicker. Just the cornering speed, the acceleration. It's really something you have to get used to in the beginning and really make a step in your head, in your mind, and say, yes, it works, it's okay, you can stay flat. The car is 10 seconds quicker or even more quicker, even quicker than when we drove here the last time. And then a little oversteer becomes a bigger oversteer. So each second you gain, each 5 seconds you go quicker, you get new issues or new problems to solve in car handling, setup. And it's really step by step. You can't just put more grip on the car and it works. It's really, you have to find then the details and put everything together and make it a good package. And that's what we're doing today. It's not that easy. It's a lot of work, but it's detail work, which I think the whole team and I definitely like. Driving that car, you have to be absolutely awake. You have to have a lot of presence of mind. You have to be right here, focused. Because, you know, Eau Rouge, we take minimum speed right now is 303 kph. If you're not precise then in Eau Rouge, you know, you will have a big moment. And the rest of the track, I mean, it's the speed is so high, the G-forces are high, we're over 5 Gs now. It just makes it very physical also, so you have to be mentally prepared, physically prepared, and just very focused to nail the lap, basically. It's impressive every time, especially here when we see what you can do with tire development. You know, going through Eau Rouge at over 300 kph, through the compression, laterally, over the curbs, the tire has an enormous stress. So, yeah, it's impressive, you know, what you can develop and in what way and what direction and what is possible. So, yeah, impressive. I've done the lap record at Le Mans. Unfortunately, we lost it 2 years later. Now let's hope this one holds a little bit longer. But it has been an intensive 3 days for us, for the whole team. We started a lot slower, and we worked our way into these low 40s. And I think it was a great job by the whole team. You know, we were step by step, very methodical, very scientific. Also by Michelin with the tires, how we improved the tires. And impressive what they did from yesterday night to this morning, because this morning I immediately felt the grip, everything is perfect. Now we need to do it one lap time.
More downforce and just want to play with the cars more, and you know, for sure if you have limits by the regulations and rules, for sure you want to go as close as possible and get the last little bit of details out. But now if you have no regulations in the end, I mean, for sure the fun really starts, because then you can think a little bit outside the box, and that's what we do right here. I mean, you can still see it's a 919 hybrid, and it's still, I mean, it's absolutely the same concept, but for sure we push the limits a bit further, and yeah, I mean, you see there's so much more performance in it, and that's cool to see. So as a driver, for sure, the first couple of laps you're really deeply impressed, but after a while you say, okay, yeah, I want more, I want this, and here we have to fine-tune a little bit, and it's probably human and natural, but it's nice to see, I mean, how these cars, how quick they can go around here.